Hey, garage starters. So I'm doing a video right now of who is garage darts, and my name is Justin. I'm from Indiana. I like to throw a lot of darts. And over the past year, I've thrown in leagues for the first time in my life. I've just always thrown casually, and basically the first like 5 minutes of this is just clips of the past year of throwing. Well, actually, like little over half year of throwing in my leagues.
73 out. Money.
Hopefully you like some of the TikToks I did. I figured I'd start it out with like 5 minutes of just random TikToks that I did. I have a whole bunch more TikToks. If you want to follow me on TikTok, if you have it, it's JROC1823. So. But yeah, a lot of this is, well, actually all of it really, except for a few where I was with my brother and my friends, are basically my matches that I played in the first league. And man, what a fun league it was. There were a lot of really good throwers. We had 10 people in that league. It was unbelievably fun. So competitive. And the intensity was awesome. I don't know. I'm kind of pissed that I never got into any kind of league before that, because I've probably been throwing off and on for like 7 years, minus like a few years when I moved. Like, I just got back into darts. I've been throwing for maybe a little over a year and a month or two after taking like a 2 year break. I had moved and my garage was just an entire nightmare. I never could get my boards up, and I usually always throw in my garage. So, yeah, after about a year and a half or so, I was like, man, I can't take it no more. So I cleaned up my garage, decided to get back into it. I was always a pretty decent thrower. I felt like, I can do some cool stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, have a little bit of a knack for it, but never really gave it like a full shot, and I'm trying to do that right now. That's why I'm making this channel, and that's why I put this stuff on here to push myself. So yeah, giving it full send. We're gonna see how good we can get. I'm really gonna try to dedicate all my time and effort that I can to throwing daily if I can. I know life happens, so sometimes it's not possible to throw every single day, but I'm going to try to do at least not skip any. And if I skip any, maybe once a week, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, like, these Strike Force Darts leagues that I get on are online. It's fun, competitive. Like, these people that I'm playing against are pros, or they want to go pro, or they're trying to get their pro card, I guess. I know I've mentioned that in previous videos, but like I said, this is the kind of who I am, get to know me type of video, I guess, But yeah, I mean, it's just, I love darts and I love throwing them, and I want to try to get good. And the reason I have all this video is I decided to film all of my matches so I could go back and watch them and see like what I'm doing wrong. I don't know, I'm just geeked out into it and got a lot of time on my hands, and I don't know, I just wanted to, anything that can make you better. I figure if you film them, that's always a plus. You're always going to find out what you're doing wrong and the bad habits you have, or the things you need to change, and then also the good that you do too. because I mean, it's nice to go back and look, but along the way, you hit some pretty cool outs. You hit some cool Ton80's, white horses. There's my McMahon. That's how you feel when you're walking back from that Ton80, baby. But yeah, I mean, so like I have quite a bit of footage of doing some pretty cool stuff. I mean, like I had that 158 out was probably one of my coolest outs. That was earlier in the video when I first started. Like two trip 20s and a double 19. I mean, that's hard as hell to hit. Uh, I don't know. It's just fun to look back on too. I mean, this is like the first time I've really looked back on. This was like the very first ever league I've ever been in, and uh, the very first match that I played against was a dude that was a pro, and I beat him. And I remember how nervous and anxious and just every emotion you could feel competitively was flowing through your veins, and it was just like, holy crap, this is awesome. I just missed it from years of playing sports growing up, and playing baseball and basketball and football and all that crap. And man, it just brought those feelings right back. It was like just an addiction. And now I'm just fully engulfed. I'm just so addicted to it now. And now it's time to see how good I can get. I mean, I have a decent knack to it. So, why not push yourself and see, if you can get better. My goal is to get a pro card. I'm not gonna lie, I want that pro card so bad. The league I play in is ADA sanctioned. So if you maintain an average over 23 per dart, you get a pro card, and you have to maintain it for a full calendar year, or a 26 and you get the elite pro. And like I said, I don't know if I'll ever travel around and compete or anything, but just to have the accomplishment of getting that pro card is really what I'm chasing. I'm just, that's what I want to do. It's what I'm trying to do. And, I'm filming it. So I'm like, maybe somebody would want to watch it too. So I'm throwing it on YouTube, and maybe somebody will be inspired to throw darts too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an amateur. I'm not like claiming to be anything special. So I hope that you don't get the impression that I'm like trying to be out here acting like I'm all that, because I'm not. Although I can hit some cool stuff. I mean, like when I'm on a soft tip board, I really feel like I can hit any out, and I can hold my own. I'm just too inconsistent. So obviously, it's time to build that consistency. And I bought that Target Omni, the auto scoring system, and I'm basically mainly training on steel tip. So when I go back on soft tip, the board's going to look a little bit more fat. About the time that I started posting these videos on here is about the time that I got the Omni board, and it's so I've been shooting probably for a month and a half on it now, and it's definitely helped my game. That's for sure. I was pretty dialed in the first season I ever played, like the first league I got into, um, and that kind of wore off. And by the end of the league, it was a combination of not being able to throw enough, and my game kind of slid because um, I'm a ups driver. So Christmas came around, and it was toward the end of my league, and I wasn't able to focus any time in it because, man, we're working like overtime and all that, and it's just exhausting, and it's just hard to get. It's hard to throw darts when you're exhausted from just working all the time. Um, so yeah, I really struggled going into my second league because right after the first of the year, I started that second league. I got fourth place in that first league. So I was pretty happy about it. At least I made the playoffs and I had a chance to, at least win it. Um, but yeah, my struggles came in the second league, and that just wrapped up a few weeks ago. And I'm currently in a third league now. But yeah, the second league was a struggle, and I'm not used to throwing like that, and I'm like, man, I gotta get on it. I gotta get back at it. So I did that, and struggled probably all the way to like week 6, and there's only 10 weeks in this league. So I was able to get that target Omni auto scoring system and use that dart counter app. And what an improvement in my game so far. Like the last couple matches I had in my last league, I was able to throw at a more close to the level I am used to shooting at. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with it. And training with that steel tip is just it's awesome. I can tell it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to continue to do that. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's pretty neat to go back and actually look at these because I had some really good matches with people. Like this guy right here, I beat him 11-0, and that was kind of a good accomplishment because everyone in that league was really good. I mean, to take that dude 11-0, I was really happy. Um, and then I shot against some people that were just really awesome too. That that showed me how much better I need to get. The guy that was in first place all year, he ended up losing in the championship, but man, he was awesome. I mean, he probably threw 28 to 29 per dart. I mean, and then his cricket was outstanding too. And I had my chances. Like I was never like completely out of any of these games. I mean, I might have got blown out like win wise in a match, but definitely had chances to take games and take legs and possibly win a match. Um, just didn't, and I could tell that I lacked experience. So that's what I'm trying to do is build more experience. The second league that I got in definitely showed me. It kind of cut me down to size a little bit. It showed me how much better I need to get, how much more focused I need to be. So hopefully, I'm gonna definitely get way better, and definitely start throwing some darts that are fun to watch. I mean, like I know that some of these games and some of this stuff that I post on here, I mean, it's definitely mediocre and it's not like the greatest, but you know, eventually the quality of games will go up, and I hope that the quality of games goes up sooner more than later. But you're gonna see my ups and downs. It's not gonna be just the ups and just the great games or whatever. It's gonna be a little bit of everything. I mean, you got to take a beating before you start beating other people, or I mean, finishing right now is one of my struggles, so I need to work on that, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's a little bit about me. I'm just in love with darts, and I hope that you are. And if you want to see my journey and maybe it inspires you to throw, um, yeah, definitely like and subscribe, comment, give me input too. I mean, if there's ways to make my videos better, I would love for more input. So, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and please definitely like and subscribe and share, whatever. I don't know. Just get out there, throw.